Good morning. August 19, it's about 11 a.m. Mo and I are south of the Tasmania Islands about 10 miles and about 4 miles off the eastern shore. I'm heading slowly southeast because to due south of me and a little bit west is a big chunk of at least 4/10, probably 6/10 ice. Motored all night, further than I had intended. I was looking to anchor in the couple of anchorages in the Tasmania Island group that looked good because we had very little ice after the fog lifted at midnight or so. But once I got into the Tasmania Channel between the islands and the mainland, there was a 1-knot current running south and a 2-knot current running north right at the opening on the north edge. And there was a bunch of ice just stacked up there waiting for the tide to turn so that it could flow back down into the anchorages. So I opted to not do that, which meant I had to motor another several hours to get through the group and back out into clear water so I could get some sleep last night. Got some sleep. I parked the boat at about 4 in the morning and slept until about 8, and then was awakened by a radar alarm which showed this big, I mean it's pretty daunting chunk of ice to the south and west of us, but I think I found an opening. I'm going slowly now. I'm waiting for a boat called Mondragor, which is aft of me, maybe half a mile. Pablo and Pablo, they were in False Strait. Sorry, having to navigate as well. They were in False Strait when I arrived yesterday and left a couple of hours after I did. And we're all looking to make it through this last push. South of me, about 15 miles and a little bit west, is a boat called Alioth. And they're having trouble. Excellent boat and very talented crew. All boat guys as far as I can tell. But, you know, super well planned. I've gotten to know Vincent over the last weeks since we've made our northing out of Halifax, but stuff happens out here. And they have had gearbox issues for the last couple of days. Big grinding sound in the gearbox, and now they can't rev the engine at all without the transmission vibrating massively. So they make about 3 knots if they're lucky under power. And because of the big ice plug just south of us, the last one between us and Cambridge Bay, by the way, they've been waiting, trying to figure out what to do. I'm not sure what I can do to help, but I'm headed to their position and we will take it from there. Vincent, who is my contact, says he sees a lane open to the south, but because of their weakened state, they've been unwilling, I think wisely unwilling, to try it. Beautiful day yesterday. Fog. Some of the worst fog I've ever experienced. 15 seconds between my sighting a piece of ice in front of us to it becoming even with the bow, and it was hours. It was a 15-hour jaunt from False Strait to here. Here comes Pablo. 15 hours or so down to here, and I hand steered almost all of it just because of the ice and the fog. Beautiful day now. Wind has been north at 10 to 15, which was worrying. The further south we get, the wind is now northeast at nearly nothing. Beautiful sun coming out. Looks like we'll have a clear day. I mean, one of the things you got to say for the north is we've had some excellent weather with which to pilot through the ice. And it looks like we might get lucky. Today could be another one of those excellent days. So this is the crux of it right here, right? The whole figure eight kind of rests on the next, let's call it 24 hours as we work through this last ice plug. If and when we get through, next stop, probably Cambridge Bay. I think it's pretty clear traveling between the bottom of this ice plug and Cambridge Bay. And if not, I know it's clear traveling between here and Johaven. But Cambridge Bay, a little slightly longer, is a short cut. So we shall see. Thanks for following along. I'll try to take some video, but it's going to be a hairy day, but fun. So here's what it is, the convoy. We are 3 boats at about 3:30 in the afternoon on the 19th, heading due south through the last, we hope, of the ice in the Northwest Passage for this year. This is Larson Sound. That's Mondragor in the lead, Alioth sailing without engine, coming in second. And Mo is back here just kind of picking up the pieces in case there are any. Smooth sailing so far. Wide lane. I can see ice on the horizon in binoculars, so we'll have some more work to do soon. But at 4 knots to the south, so far it's smooth sailing. We shall see. Woo! Most excellent. Welcome to the tropics. Amazing. 70.5 degrees south. About 96 west, about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Mo and Randall are out of the ice, mostly. Right now we're headed due south toward Clarence Islands to avoid a tongue of ice that's to the southwest of us. But we're through. We have made it through the Arctic ice. And we are headed to Cambridge Bay, sailing downwind. Look at that, sailing. Can you see that? That's called sailing. We haven't done that since the Atlantic. So, feels good. We're on our way. Thanks for following along. See ya.